the 3rd of March 2015. Welcome. President Maithripala Sirisena says that the approach adopted by the world powerhouses to invade smaller countries has changed.
The memorial of Venerable Varyapola Sumangala Thero was ceremoniously held today at the Sri Sumangala Temple in Varyapola.
සමහර වෙලාවට අපේ ගෞරවනීය ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේලා
At certain instances, various views are being expressed on the involvement of the clergy in the sphere of politics. Venerable Varyapola Sumangala Thero rendered a yeoman's service to the nation in this regard. There is a major difference between the sacrifices made by patriotic political personalities and those who sacrifice their life on behalf of the nation. We have to take this country forward with a proper understanding, and our objective should be to build our nation based on the challenges posed to us commercially and through the evolution of technology. World powers invade small countries in a much different manner in comparison to the past.
ප්‍රබල රාජ්‍යයන් කුඩා රාජ්‍යයන් ආක්‍රමණය කරන්නේ එදා ආක්‍රමණය කරපු ආකාරයට නෙවෙයි වෙනස් විදියකට.
200 years ago, that is in the year 1815, on a day like today, the British took over the rule of this country following an agreement signed in Kandy. Venerable Sri Sumangala Thero is known for taking down the Union Jack and rehoisting the Sinhalese national flag before the convention that handed over control of the country to the British in 1815. The struggle for independence commenced subsequently and came to an end on the 4th of February 1948, giving Sri Lanka full independence from the British.
Police say that another drug kingpin connected to the large drug racket carried out in the country was arrested yesterday based on information given by Vele Sudha.
Police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohana stated that a suspect, a resident of Dehiwala, had been arrested in a chena in Habarana. Subsequent investigations resulted in police confiscating a luxury jeep and another vehicle.
Vele Sudha ගැන අපි ප්‍රකාශ කරන අවස්ථාවේදී ඔහුගේ ප්‍රකාශයකින් යම් මන්ත්‍රී
When we recorded statements from Vele Sudha, he revealed the details of a particular MP. We are engaged in conducting continuous investigations in that regard. Yesterday, the CID was able to apprehend one of his main agents who facilitated drug dealing from Pakistan. This person was arrested at a chena in Moragaswava in Habarana. He is a resident of Ratnakara Place, Dehiwala. He is Suraj Ahmad.
හේනක වාඩියක සිටියේදී මේ පුද්ගලයා අත්අඩංගුවට ගන්නු ලැබුවා. ඔහු දෙහිවල රත්නකාර පෙදෙසේ පදිංචි පුද්ගලයෙක් සුරාස් අහමඩ් නැමැති.
Do police records indicate MP Duminda Silva's involvement in previous cases of drug dealing?
I am unable to say if it is recorded in writing. I will have to make references before I make statements on it.
Details of a former IGP were clearly recorded in statements of Vele Sudha. Now the chapter on the IGP is closed. There is no way of recording a statement from him as he is no longer in the country.
We have taken the initial steps based on Vele Sudha's statements about an MP. Secondly, it will be based on what you just questioned about. Thirdly, steps will be taken based on other revelations. We will continuously conduct investigations in this regard.
Minister of Foreign Affairs Mangala Samaraweera says that the OHCHR investigation on Sri Lanka or the OISL report would be considered by domestic mechanisms established to consider human rights concerns. The minister was speaking at the high-level segment of the 28th session of the UN Human Rights Council yesterday in Geneva, Switzerland.
The end of terrorism in May 2009 during the previous administration, though not without cost, was a necessity without which the restoration of human rights could not be achieved. However, with the government at that time choosing to operate with a sense of impunity and triumphalist approach, opportunities for reconciliation and restoration of human rights suffered. The contents of the report of the OHCHR investigation on Sri Lanka too will be taken into account by domestic investigative and judicial mechanisms which we are in the process of setting up. I urge this Council, the High Commissioner, our bilateral partners, international organizations, and also the Sri Lankan diaspora, all who wish our country to succeed, to trust us, have faith in us, support us, and strengthen our hands.
6 UPFA councillors defected from pledging their support to the new Chief Minister of the Eastern Province yesterday. They stated that they will withdraw their affidavits filed to pledge their support to the new Chief Minister.
Aryavati Galapathy from the United People's Freedom Alliance assumed duties as the Eastern Province Minister of Education, Lands and Land Development, Information Technology and Youth Affairs this morning. Meanwhile, a group of UPFA provincial councillors met the governor of the province, Austin Fernando, and stated that they wish to withdraw the affidavits filed by them to pledge their support to the new Chief Minister. The provincial councillors have thus provided with the withdrawal of their affidavits included Vimalavira Disanayaka, Uduma Lebbe, MLA Amir, W.D. Veerasinghe, D.M. Jayasena and Jayantha Wijesekara, representing the National Freedom Front.
We have presented affidavits for Nazir Ahmed solely to make changes to the chief ministerial post, but he did not look into the appointments of the other councillors from the 5th of last month. He had invited 2 councillors representing the TNA to accept the appointments without discussing it with us. They have taken steps to take the chief ministerial post and the other posts, but denied the United People's Freedom Alliance of the due 3 appointments and put it out for auction. We have expressed our protest. We are taking a unanimous decision to remove the support given to them. In the coming days, we will take the necessary steps to render our support to appoint another chief minister.
The total number of seats within the Eastern Provincial Council is 37. 14 belong to the United People's Freedom Alliance, 1 seat is by the National Freedom Front and 7 seats are held by the Sri Lanka Muslim Congress. Thereby, the ruling party holds 22 seats at the Provincial Council. 4 seats are held by the United National Party, and with the merging of 11 seats belonging to the Tamil National Alliance, the total number of seats in the opposition stood at 15. A few days ago, 14 UPFA provincial councillors filed affidavits in order to appoint Hafiz Nazir Ahmed as the Chief Minister of the province. During this time, 6 out of 7 SLMC provincial councillors pledged their support to Hafiz Nazir Ahmed. Thereby, 20 provincial councillors pledged their support to the Chief Minister. Today, with 6 provincial councillors having defected, the Chief Minister is left with just 14 provincial councillors on his side.
The Court of Appeal dismissed the writ petition that was filed by the former Chief Minister of the Uva Province, Sashendra Rajapaksa, challenging the deprivation of his position. Yesterday's decision by the 2-judge bench comprising of the President of the Court of Appeal, Justice Vijit Malalgoda and Justice H.C.J. Madavala means that the current Chief Minister of the Uva Province, Harin Fernando, could function in his position.
Sashendra Rajapaksa presented a petition to court saying that he was elected as the Chief Minister at the Provincial Council elections, but that he was removed from his post illegally and opposition leader Harin Fernando was given his post. He requested that the ruling be quashed as the only reason Harin Fernando was appointed as the Chief Minister was due to 5 MPs of the government pledging their support to him. The lawyer representing Harin Fernando argued that based on 4 facts, the petition could not be reviewed by court. The decision of the court was to consider one of the 4 preliminary objections on behalf of Harin Fernando and quash the petition. We are hoping to file a number of cases presenting several other writ petitions of ministers, including General Secretary of the UPFA Susil Premajayantha. This will be against all of those who contravene party laws by giving affidavits blatantly breaching the party's discipline and the mandate of the people. The UPFA and the SLFP is ready to take vigorous measures with regard to this.
Sri Lanka Nidahas Pakshayat Eksat Janata Nidahas Sandhanaya Katayutu Karanawa.
Well, that's a wrap of this edition of The Brief. Remember, you can like, subscribe or even leave your comments in the comment box below. I'm Stephanie Lazarus reminding you to always stay briefed.